G'day everyone, it's SDS SuperCoach, providing SuperCoach content for you. I'm here to present my round 15 preview. Pretty late into the round and pretty late since my last recording. First thing I want to say is thank you to everyone. We got to 600 subs. I said in my round review that I wanted to get to 600 subs before the round started, and you guys smashed in the first 24 hours. So I couldn't thank you guys enough. So thank you. Yeah, and another thing, I didn't, not because I didn't, but I haven't really uploaded much while I've been in Gold Coast just due to my Wi-Fi not being strong enough. So I have to really use my data to upload any video. So I don't want to lose too much of my data. So I'll keep this as short as sweet as possible. So the trades we are trading Chin Cotter and Ford to get to Ben Keays and Darcy Cameron. So I think Ben Keays, if he can spend at least 40% CBAs, look, he won't score well this week because he's tagging day costs. Look, he'll get a 50 or a 60. But past that, I do think he can be a good option. I think the Crows youngsters are tiring a little bit, so I'm just using that to my advantage. Darcy Cameron, I just think he's a good ruck forward cover. I think he can be a solid option. I think he can average 95 plus from here due to the amount of CBAs he's getting and him being the main ruck, even with Mason Cox in the team. So that's my thought process there. I'll get those blokes in. I had a lot of money in the bank, so Chin Cotter and Ford, time for them to go. It's their buy, so I got rid of them. I really need a downgrade option in the next couple of weeks. There wasn't any this week, so look, the plan is to actually finish my team in round 17. I'll get Himmelberg next week for one of Ashcroft or Humphrey. Just probably play the break-even game there on a couple of those guys. It's probably going to have to be Ashcroft, even though he's got a good fixture this week, next week against Richmond. Humphrey, I don't really like what this sort of role has become, like 7% CBAs, doesn't fill me with great confidence. So, yeah, look, I think it's going to be one of these two to get to Himmelberg. And then, look, whenever there can be a downgrade option in defence in the next coming weeks, because I want this defensive mid loop onto my mid bench. That's why I really want to get Constable onto this bench. I want it to be Constable, Sharp, and Matt Roberts there. So, look, that's just how I see it. So, yeah, and then probably get Himmelberg next week. And then whenever in the next 2 weeks we can get a defensive downgrade option, I'll go to them. And then, yeah, probably finish the team on 3 or 4 trades. It all just depends on whether I want to go with like a Sam Walsh, use the extra trade and go down like 100K, or have 100K in the bank, or I could go like Callum Mills, where I actually don't think I can actually hold. I think I can actually hold 4 trades in the bank, but not really have much money left. So it's all just Callum Mills got named this week, so we'll see how he goes against the Eagles. Probably all right because it's against West Coast, but we'll see if he looks pretty good in those sort of matchups. So let's also review. Oh yeah, by the way, I VC'd Dunkley. I'm going to take that score. I was going to captain Laird, but I'm just taking that Dunkley score. I think it's a pretty tough week for captaincy, and I thought I'd just take that score. 120 plus, you usually just take it. Let's have a look. So Harris Andrews, one of the best defensive performances this season, right there. It's obviously against St Kilda. St Kilda just league points to opposition defenders for fun. What else we got here? Jack Sinclair, really good. He's definitely their best player in my opinion. Josh Dunkley was very good. Petrarca, pain in the arse not having him because obviously you bet against Petrarca over the past few years due to him dropping some bad scores, but he's just never playing a bad game. It's just tough. Wanganeen Miller, if anyone picked him up, Very solid pickup. If you're looking for a bloke at about 450k, I actually don't think he's a bad option. Probably I wouldn't go there personally though, but I think he's pretty solid there. Brad Crouch, super solid. Jack Steele. I did say I was on the centre bounce sort of team sheets live stream, which was really good to jump on. Thank you to the centre bounce, Big J, for letting me jump on there. I did say to trade Jack Steele. He was actually pretty solid tonight. He was actually pretty solid. Looked like the Jack Steele of old to some extent. 97 still not great, but I think for owners, I think you just take that the way things are going. Jared Berry, have him in draft. That's good. Max Gawn was solid. Yeah, he was pretty solid, actually. I think Grundy spending a lot of time on the bench really helped him. Any other relevant blokes, if anyone has? Liam Stocker, he played a solid game, dropped off a bit. Machado Owens, he's a good talent for St Kilda there. Jack Viney, I have him in draft, 76. Thought he dislocated his shoulder there, but he was all right in the end. Not really much else. Will Ashcroft was solid. Not great, but just solid. He really likes leading up to those 15-metre kicks and taking advantage of that. He's got a couple of nice matchups coming up, so we'll just have to see what his break-even is. Wilmot, 60, pretty solid. McKenna, Caminiti, if people have him, 55. I mean, at least he's playing, so that's all right. Jasper Fletcher, 53. Yeah, pretty solid. I don't think many people jumped onto him, but he wasn't too bad. Windhager, I know a lot of people jumped on Windhager. Didn't really want to be paying up this much for these sort of like Sheldrick, Robertson, Windhager sort of blokes, but I can totally understand the situation. You just hope that he can stay in the side. There's not really too much here. Devon Robertson. Yeah, as I said, I think I said in the team sheets live stream with Brad, not Brad, the centre bounce, where I think there's going to be a lot of inconsistency with this wing role. Kyle Lohman got subbed out if anyone went in. Probably gets dropped. Max King just about worse on ground at the game today. And then Jeremy Cameron at a -3 is pretty bad. I feel for anyone that brought him in. He's pretty highly owned. It was a really unlucky situation, and Gary Rowan, he didn't know. If he knew what was happening in that situation, obviously he would have done things otherwise. Just super stiff with Jeremy Cameron there. So I feel for anyone that went with him. You just can't predict that sort of stuff. So yeah, look, I'll end it there, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Have a good one. See ya.